move to the 4-3 package help you guys as a complete defense?
I think we were able to, find a way to get our best guys out there on the field. The best way to stop the run was for us to be, with three linebackers, adding Sherrod into the mix and getting rid of one of the, the smaller corners, nickels. So that helped.
Do you remember the talk from T-Rob or Will? Who said, what was the meeting like when they came and said, this is what we're going to do?
I mean, they just told us as of right now, that's how we're playing our best brand of football, best brand of defense right now. Having that extra linebacker and Sherrod's speed, being able to, go down the line and tackle some of these backs behind the line and stuff like that, setting edges, perimeter stuff.
Before they told you, could you kind of feel that a little bit when Sherrod was out there, that things were going maybe a little better?
Yeah, just during the games where we were supposed to be predominantly nickel, he would just be out there a little bit more than when we were running our nickel stuff. So I kind of figured that's where things were headed.
How much of a picking up was last weekend's game that you're doing things the right way and now you get results to go with that?
Oh, yeah, it was definitely, about time for us, the past 3 or 4 weeks we've been, fine-tuning the details thing, just making sure we do our job. And that's the only focus we've had. And to come out Saturday and get a big win, that was real big for the defense, this team, everyone in the community. It was just an overall big win.
How much consistency has been a problem, for the team this season. How much of Saturday's win has carried over into practice this week? And are you confident that you can put on the same performance Saturday against Florida?
Yeah, if we do our job, I feel like we play our best football when everybody's just doing their job. And that's what we had to, finally realize. And I think that win just made it like, yeah, just do your job and everything come to place.
How much did the open week help to have that extra time to prepare for the opponent you had last week?
Yeah, it definitely helped. We were able to, put a couple extra days into Georgia, look at them a little bit more, just kind of, get everything down to, what they would come out and try against us and stuff like that.
Ernest, how do you personally move on from a win like that?
Oh, me, I'm already ready for Florida. I love the feeling of winning a big game such, so I want that feeling again. So I'm ready to go, ready for the Florida game. It's going to be exciting. Back home, 12 o'clock. It's going to be a real good one.
Ernest, Florida's been rotating 2 quarterbacks. How difficult is that to prepare for as a defense?
I don't think it's too difficult. You just, they kind of separated from what you're going to get from this guy and what you're getting from that guy. So you just have to know which quarterback's in the game. You look back there, if Five's in the game, then, okay, you're thinking this. You're getting a little bit more run. He's able to throw the ball as well, too. Trask is back there. He's able to run a little bit as well. So, it's kind of similar, but they run different plays for each quarterback.
Does it help that you guys have practiced against 2 quarterbacks? Like when Joyner's coming in, he might run, and Ryan will stand back there and play.
Yeah, that definitely helps. That does help.
Ernest, how good was the defensive line Saturday, and how much did that help you guys be able to do your job?
Oh, yeah, those guys, they're monsters. They've been playing their butts off the past few weeks, and it's been good to see. They've been setting up a lot of plays for me making my job a lot easier. I thank those guys all the time. Every time I make a play, it's because of them, because they're doing their job. They're causing so much attention to themselves. Like, it's hard to stop those guys up front, and then it makes it easier for me. So it's definitely helpful.
Does it help having a beast like Kinlaw?
Oh, yeah, he's amazing. That guy's good. He's real good.
Ernest, what have the last couple of days been around town, around campus, and is there an excitement among people that maybe wasn't there a month ago?
Yeah, everybody's happy now. Everybody's back to old South Carolina. Yeah, we love those guys, but we knew that would happen. We knew we were destined. We were built for a good stretch, a good win against a really good team. So everybody's happy now. Everybody's real good.
Was there a moment feeling for you guys as a defense to actually be able to, in the midst of the season, solve kind of those tackling problems that you had early on?
It's very relieving because I know we could do it. It was there. There's no question in the beginning of the season that whether we could tackle or not, or whether we could, hold these good offenses to minimum points. It was no question about that. We just had to, find it. Somehow we had to get to it. And I believe the past 2 weeks, the Kentucky game, this game, and the Missouri game, we kind of, we were doing what we could do and doing our jobs, and it's helped.
What was the moment Saturday where you guys kind of felt that this was a game that not only you guys could play well in, but also win?
Well, we knew from when we started watching them, we could see what kind of weaknesses they had in them and what we needed to do better to stop them. And, throughout the week, especially with off week, you gain confidence. with each other, with the plan and everything like that. And so, and the plan worked well. We get out there in the game and we just did our jobs. And you could feel as the game go, like, we're able to stop this team. We're able to, you know, minimize them to as few points as possible. We just got to keep it up a whole 4 quarters and overtime if it takes that.
You guys have turned the page, but is momentum a real thing, especially getting a big road win like that and now coming home for another big game?
Yeah, momentum's real. I mean, yeah, our fans, we're expecting them to be jacked, ready to go Saturday. It's going to be another really good game. They have a really good team, you know. We're excited about the opportunity to go against another ranked opponent and, you know, try and knock them off as well. So momentum's real. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a real good game.
I don't know how much y'all have done, how deep y'all got into the game plan, but it feels like this defensive staff knows Dan Mullen really well. Do you feel like they've got y'all have a good idea of what he likes to do?
I believe they I hope they should. I'm not really sure. I don't really, you know, talk to them about what we're doing or what they're doing. They kind of handle that, and they just let us make the plays and let us do that. But I'm not sure if they know them pretty well or not.
What makes that offense difficult to prepare for?
They got a lot of talented receivers, very quick guys. P. Ryan's back there running the ball, and he can run the ball as well. Offensive line, you know, they get movement, but they're hard to kind of get to because they do use 2 quarterbacks. So, I mean, we'll figure it out and we'll get it done.
Does Saturday's win trigger a rebirth of the goals and aspirations for the season? So you go down to Athens, and it's like, man, it's a daunting challenge to become bowl eligible, have a winning season, and now you're a real factor in the SEC East race.
Yes, that win definitely helped. You know, the goals were never out of place. We never doubted ourselves going into the game. We knew that we could hang with those guys. We knew that we have yet to play our best brand of defense, our best brand of football in general from both sides of the ball. So we knew coming into the game that if we did that and we did our job, we would definitely have a chance, you know, get that winning the East, go back in the mindset and stuff like that.
So I know some fans, they look at noon games and they're not really thrilled at it, but in terms of just being able to get into a routine, last week you guys play at noon, you guys stay off campus. I think some people forget about that when you have home games.
Right.
Just talking about being able to get into a routine, and does playing noon sometimes make it a little bit easier?
Oh yeah, I like playing the noon game because you wake up and it's time for ball. 3:30 games, you kind of get a late start and, you know, stuff like that. And we practice early in the mornings too, so noon games are good with us. We're already up. We're ready to go. It's just like, you know, like practice, but it's actual game.
Does that help sometimes? Like when you look back at that Georgia game, do you think that kind of gives you guys a little bit of an advantage?
I believe so. I believe it does.
Who's doing scout team quarterback with some of you guys banged up?
Corbett Glick, I believe.
Yeah,
I think it's him. He's doing it.
How do you mimic the running quarterback? I guess, is that just putting a running back there?
Yeah, you just put a running back back there sometimes. He can run a little bit too, so I mean he can run it too. So
which running backs are doing it? If you're
Fenwick's back there, Doe's back there as well, mimicking those guys. Slade Carroll's, he's got number 2 on this week. He's P. Ryan, so that's how that's going.
You guys had to.
What do you remember about the game last year before?
They ran the ball up and down the field, and they came back and they ran the ball some more. So that's what I remember. 300 yards of rushing, I believe.
Yeah, with the way you guys have played these last several weeks, I mean, do you feel confident you guys can avoid getting into that again?
Yeah, I definitely feel confident with this group. I've never doubted us, even though when we were losing, I never doubted us. I knew we could play. We just had to find, and I believe we're finding it each and every week. We're, you know, developing and getting better, fixing those things that we messed up in the previous weeks. But I feel like we're able to, you know, be more competitive in the run than we were last year as well.
How was Ryan moving around back there?
Yeah, he was doing good. It was good.
These last 2 games, it looks like y'all have been reading, recognizing things a little bit quicker. Y'all playing faster as a defense, you feel like?
Yeah, we've gained confidence in ourselves and our defense more, and that is allowing us to move faster. We're trusting what we're seeing now instead of, you know, trying to do too much. And I believe that was the main problem for us at the beginning of the season, just overall trying to do too much. just do your job, be in your assignment, be in your gap, and the plays will come to you.
Have the coaches changed anything as far as what they're calling, or players trying to do too much within that play?
It was just players trying to do too much within that play. But now, I mean, every time I go out, every time we're on the bench, I'm just constantly repeating, just do your job. Just do your job. Your job, doing at the best of your ability, that works. That's enough for us. That's all we need. We don't need superstars, none of that. Just do your job.
As a kid from Georgia, how much fun has these last few days been?
Oh, that's been fun. It's been fun. But I'm over with it now. I'm pretty sure some of my friends, they're Georgia fans, so they're still stuck on it. But we won, so it doesn't matter to me anymore. We're going to move on to Florida. A lot of people from my city like Florida, too, so it's definitely another plus when we win this weekend.
Did you guys have to watch the HBO Florida special for extra notes, or?
Oh, no. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.